Good evening, good afternoon, whoever you find yourselves in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to another exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. As Envy, the page of their book, is destroyed, all that surrounds you, the icy palace, the walls of sheet ice, and everything else and in sundry, will disappear as if into snowflakes before they are blown away down the many corridors that surround you left, right, and centre as if it was not there at all, and you stand once again in a large, lonely, oval shaped space within the library, the forbidden section. All around you, the bookshelves shudder and heave as if a great calamity has affected them, as if the very ground shakes until at last everything settles and is once more eerily calm, incredibly still.
Perhaps we should take a moment and before we continue to go forward and discuss the repercussions, possible repercussions of our actions here. We've destroyed, well, I don't know, destroy is the right word. We've removed greed and now envy from the field of play.
Not greed, gluttony.
I'm sorry, you're right, gluttony. We've removed gluttony and now envy from the field of play. But envy said gluttony was returned to the master.
The page was destroyed. We know that. It may be that somehow a part of its essence survives, but we can at least hope that we aren't going to have to fight it again. I wouldn't rely on that, but...
Nor would I, in particular, since it appears as though we may have to face this master. And the possibility exists that if we do, we may need to face these two again and any others we take out between here and there.
If I might suggest, based on what happened last time, we should probably not attempt to read any of those pages in the future. Just chuck them into a fire, please.
Or find some way of setting them on fire, hopefully without touching them.
Yes.
That's what I did.
You did, and it worked very well for you, Wen. I'm proud.
So, at this point, we keep on keeping on. And see what's next through this fucking hellhouse of literary nightmares.
One other thing that I noticed, which I'm not sure if this is useful to the rest of you, but he nods to Winrate. We were very fortunate that you managed to destroy the page with gluttony. We did not have to try and do anything complicated to deal with him other than that. Not to say what you did was easy, but you understand what I'm saying. It was a direct approach. With envy, we took, I think, the higher road. We defeated it with virtue. It's theoretically possible the others could be defeated in a similar manner, which would be the least taxing on us. I don't think we would have survived a conflict back there.
Defeat is defeat.
True.
Properly executed plan has multiple... only has one outcome. But there are always multiple ways to get there. What is the riskiest?
The riskiest is to attack them directly with physical force.
Right. That's why you don't go after them, you go after their weak spot.
Yes.
In this case, it seems to be the pages.
Or their virtue counterparts. We would not have been able to get to the page in the case of the last one without having first gone through its virtue.
Its own sympathetic connection to the page. You just follow the lines back.
Well, yes, but it wasn't a matter of finding it. It was bound up in the mirror. To get at it, we would have had to attack the mirror, which would have likely resulted in us being assaulted by the huntsman.
We're running low. Daylight's burning up quick, and we need to get moving.
It is at this moment, friends, Romans, countrymen, that you smell sweet perfume wafting.
God damn it! This is why you don't
It's so
stand
sweet
still.
and delightful.
I was like, and this is why you don't stand still in the haunted house. But please continue your description.
Nothing. It just seems to be wafting on the breeze. You see a vaguely pink, luminescent fog gathering at your feet.
Oh, this can't be good.
He takes his turtleneck, pulls it up over his nose.
Okay.
I've seen where this goes.
All right, then. Do you proceed down one of the corridors? There are many in front of you.
Yeah, Alec is covering his mouth with his nose and mouth with a handkerchief.
That's fine.
So, I picked one of the last doors. It's eeny, meeny, miny. Points to Padre. Your turn.
He just arches an eyebrow. I
I
do not. Hmm?
Oh, I thought you were picking the way that they were going. My apologies. Continue.
I do not know as much about this place as you all do, so perhaps it is best that I don't.
Okie dokie. Have you picked a path yet?
No, I have not.
Does Prime Sight show any difference about the paths? Like more energy down one particular road?
Not really. The fog at your feet is fused with prime energy, though.
And it doesn't seem to be emanating from any place in particular?
No, it seems to be flowing all around you.
Lovely.
Do I see anything with correspondence sight?
No.
What do I see with entropy sight?
Nothing.
Okay.
How many paths are there?
3. One to the left, one to the right, and one to the center.
Perhaps to the right, since you all went left last time?
My vote's to straight.
Hmm.
And you? Looking over at Yuki.
Why not take a gamble and go right? What's the worst that could possibly happen?
He
A
just
giant ass dog that
comically
spears you through the
face
other body.
Well, now we most certainly should not go right.
Oh, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
A giant dog that spears you through the chest.
That's what happened the last time we went left.
You ask what's the worst that could happen.
That's fair.
You guys will start to hear the sound of many, and I mean Many. We're talking above a dozen marching feet.
From which direction?
It seems to be echoing from all around.
Eric's just gonna look at the others and just be pointing. Make a choice. Don't care which. Let's go.
Shrugs. Okay. That way.
All right. Which direction do you guys walk down? Middle,
Nope.
left, or right?
No one wants to be responsible for this choice.
No one does.
The hell with this. Alec pushes his way through and leads some more straight. Goes right straight.
Okay.
All right. I follow Alec.
No, it's fine.
Yuki shrugs and throws up for them.
You guys will notice as you walk down the path. No, that's not possible. No, that's silly. Your eyes must be playing tricks on you. No. No, that can't be right. Playing cards couldn't walk like that, and they couldn't get to that size, could they?
Oh, shit.
Off with her heads.
Zips up the hoodie just a little, or the turtleneck just a little higher. You can't cut my head off if I don't have a neck.
As you gentlemen and ladies proceed to race down the central path, you will notice once again the bookshelves widen out ahead of you until once again you stand in another huge oval, much the same as before. And this building sits at its center. In front of it, you will see an entire deck of cards, all red suits, standing at attention. They must be 6 feet tall. Each one holds a halberd in the shape of a heart, but you can tell that that love heart is razor-tipped. They stand at full attention, and as you approach, they straighten. The attention comes into a crisp, immediate salvoge, as they say, which is the moment when an important dignitary occurs. It's the moment where people actually come to attention as opposed to just stand. But they take no other moves. They seem to be standing, all 52 of them, just watching.
They watching in a particular direction?
No, they're just looking. They're looking. They flank left and right, with one playing card standing at the very end. The King of Hearts standing at the very end. On either side, there are. At either side, there are. At either side, there are 20 cards. One is missing. If you would like to make me an intelligence. Or no, perception academics roll to try and identify which one is missing. This will be a threshold of needing 3 successes because it's a really, really, really irritating thing to do.
What's the diff?
Standard diff.
Didn't make it.
Okay.
And you said it was perception academics?
Perception academics.
Uh-oh.
I only got 2.
Dice roller isn't wanting to roll.
Well, who forgot to do the weekly goat sacrifice to keep it up and running?
I blame Kim.
Huh?
I blame Kim.
I did the weekly goat sacrifice last week. It wasn't my turn this week.
That's why we lovingly gave you the job of Goat Girl.
No! I switch my job out on occasion, so I don't have to do it every week. It was your turn this week, wasn't it?
Sure.
That's what I thought.
So, does anyone succeed?
Well, I'm gotta go to the rolls room.
Yeah, same here. Because Discord's fucking up. Oh, shit.
I only got 2 successes.
I got 7 successes.
It's the Queen of Hearts.
Well, I was gonna guess that, but what is the and nope, that's not what I wanted, but I got 2 successes.
Okay. But okay, so do you walk down the line between them, or do you just stand there?
Does it look like there could be a figure emerging from inside at some point? Like there's a walkway or anything like proper?
There's a walkway that leads to the castle or into the palace that is about 20 steps that has a red laid carpet. However, there doesn't appear to be anyone coming out of it as you move closer. You guess that they're there to usher you inside.
Uh-huh. Everyone proceeding forward?
I am gonna hang steadily in second place.
Excuse me.
Alec is gonna let other people go ahead.
Yuki's gonna hang with Yuki's gonna hang with Len.
Okay. As you walk through them, as you walk past 2 of the playing cards, they'll raise their halberds in a click over your heads as you walk.
Barring the way behind us.
You will make it to the steps.
All right.
Do you proceed inside?
Does the king look like he's are these literally just like dumb playing cards, or do they have like faces? Does the king
They
look
have
like
faces.
Is the king looking at us, or
He's standing at the bottom of the steps. He's looking directly forward. You haven't tried to talk to him.
Eric's gonna clear his throat, yo?
He will immediately, his head will turn to look at Eric, but he won't say anything.
So look over at Yuki. Follow the
Beg your
monkey.
pardon?
Winrate's gonna look over at Yuki. Got it. Play within the parameters, and kind of like nudge, nudge.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
The king will quirk. His eyebrow will go up as he looks at you, Solon, clearly anticipating you to say something.
He's just gonna say, I take it then we're permitted to follow you inside.
He contemplates for a moment. The King of Hearts called for those tarts and beat the knave full sore. The Knave of Hearts brought back the tarts and vowed he'd steal no more.
Do I have enigmas?
No, do you?
I do.
Ha!
May I roll intelligence enigmas?
Yes!
All right. And creative should apply here, I hope.
Yep.
Thank God. What's the diff?
Standard.
10, 5 successes. Damn it.
Would Scully fit in this?
Not really. You're trying to discern something. You're trying to basically. He's trying to creatively pick apart a sentence.
Three successes.
Okay. Basically, what you think he's saying is, you are welcome here. If you had to guess, however, if you break the rules, we will intercede.
He'll pass that along through telepathic link. Oh, by the way, are we just hand waving him that since we set up an entire party telepathic link, it also works for new person?
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. Okay, so he passes that on. And at that point, I guess who's taking the lead? I heard like 3 people say, "Not I."
Over the telepathic link, a big flashing arrow should appear over Yuki. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
I see what you're doing, Austin.
Your quest has been offered. Do you accept?
Well, if no one's going to go first, Zach will, I suppose.
Okay, Zach, you will walk through the doors. It's rather weird. On the inside, you see another large room, another large square room. However, this room looks like you've walked into a park, but the park is on the inside of the castle proper. And on the opposite side of the castle, there is a pair, on the opposite side of this huge room, there's a pair of black marble stairs that leads up to a very imposing red door, the shape of a love heart. And seated, and in the center of this park, you see this.
Oh my God.
If Zach could roll his eyes so hard they'd come out of his skull, it would be happening right now. Priesty boy is fed up with all this.
Roll my eyes hard and give myself a concussion. But also,
No.
also in the subconscious, way in the back, where the little chibi parts of you live, Winrate's going, yay!
Quick question, Evan.
Uh-huh.
Are there any items on the table?
It is set for tea.
Lovely. And there's no pocket watch or anything, is there?
No, there are also no party guests.
I count the number of chairs and I count the number of us.
It is exactly right, save for the fact that there are 3 extra spaces.
Are they at the head of the table?
Well, they're just chairs at the table he was counting.
Oh, okay. Presumably, we should leave the ones at the head of the table vacant.
It's entirely up to you.
Eric's going to query the group. Do we all want to sit down and try this?
You get back. What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly. Smiley face.
Well,
Evan, if I may interrupt for a moment,
By all means.
which one of you said, what's the worst thing that can happen? Who was the most recent person to say it?
Me.
Would you mind rolling a perception roll, please? Standard diff, 1 success.
Straight perception or
Perception awareness.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. You get for a few seconds after you say that sentence, you get a very strange feeling you're being watched. As your eyes flick around to look at where you might be being watched from, in your peripheral vision, for perhaps a heartbeat, you're certain you could see a grin. But when you focus, it's not there.
Yeah, he warns the group. Well, warns a strong word. He informs the group.
Oh me, oh my, Kalu Kalay, what an utterly fraptious day. No wonder you're late. This watch is exactly 2 days slow, you know. But welcome nonetheless. Oh, welcome, yes indeed.
God, it's Gravedigger in a top hat. Just kidding.
It does look remarkably like Gravedigger, but that's neither here nor there.
No. Now I want to do something different with my NPC.
Greetings, and who might you be?
Oh,
Like, Winray looks over just stunned. He looks like he has been hit in the face with a brick.
Now that you say that, I don't know who I am. Who am I again? Am I he? Am I they? Am I anyone, in fact? Am I up? Am I down? Am I left? Am I right? Am I sideways? Or maybe I'm back to front?
It's the most mercurial man in Wonderland.
Eric's just going to think back, playing the part.
He will. You will see the figure. He will appear in a puff of multicolored smoke at the head of the table, pouring tea into a cup, as another figure in the form of a large rabbit appears sitting beside him.
Hi, hello there, laddies.
At last our guests have come to tea. Isn't it so wonderful? It's all that I ever thought it would be. Hi to toodly-heedledee.
They're late.
Yes, but the watch is 2 days slow. I'll forgive them being late. Oh, they've brought her. Oh, how wonderful! They've brought her. He will point immediately at Jewel,
who is not in the hangout currently.
Oh, well. We failed at life a little bit there.
I believe the phrase is Boulder Dash.
Boulder Dash, yes. Yeah, you simply must, yes. But,
If I may interrupt at this point, again,
by all means.
Because I'm trying to make this fun. When Gravedigger in a top hat
Yay.
points over and starts going out, they brought her. At your feet, you will all hear this. No, he hasn't. It's not her at all. Trust me on this. You all, and as you all look down, you're certain, absolutely certain, that you can feel a cat brushing up against your legs. But when you look down, there's no cat. There's nothing. But you can feel it, you can hear it, but there's no cat.
I don't look down, I look backwards.
Still no cat.
Okay.
But
And then I look upwards.
But of course that's Alice. I'd know her anywhere. I'd know her anywhere.
But would you know her here? Here is not anywhere, old friend.
You look at the rabbit. I'm so confused.
The feline speaks the truth.
But you must come. You must all have tea. Yes, tea. Tea.
Pulls out tea. There starts pouring tea. Who wants tea?
Hell, Alec will step up.
Cream and sugar.
Please, thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Green, black, Lapsang Souchong. Russian caravan. What's your preference?
Green, please.
You want milk in your green tea?
He wants to make it brown again.
Don't
I
forget to
I
add
am
the
a very-
butter.
I am a very odd chap.
He calls himself odd.
Yes, yes, but you have to imagine, oh boy, you'd have to be at least half mad to dream us up.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I am the sanest hair you ever met. Wait, you've only met the two.
At this point, you will each of the player characters are going to feel a tap on top of their head. Boink, 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 boink. At which a voice will say, he is odd. I think there's an odd number of them unless I've miscounted.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3,
4 and 5.
4.
Oh, look, it's Alice. I'd know her anywhere. I'd know her anywhere.
Oh, hello?
My. What an absolutely rapturous day. Yes, yes, it is. But then again, is it not? Maybe. Possibly. In all other ways, incontrovertibly, perhaps. But look at my. He will pull out a measuring tape, and in a single bound, he will disappear into a puff of smoke again, before he will appear right behind Jewel, and he will wrap the measuring tape twice around her head, as quick as lightning. It is almost, he's almost quicker than the eye can see. At which point he'll say, "Oh my, you have a regrettably large head. I would very much like to have it."
Sure, why not?
Oh, fraptious day.
You could have at least given her the option of having her hat headed. That would have been infinitely more fun.
Yes, but then again, I'm not exactly going to go and lop off her head, am I?
I don't know why not. Heather, at this point, you feel a pressure on your lap.
Yuki will look down.
There is a headless cat just sitting there with a head attached, like just resting on its back. It's got the biggest grin you've ever seen. If I can do it, why can't she?
She'll rub the cat's head.
He will purr, thankfully.
Regrettably, my form is one that could not recover from such a thing.
Don't be silly, my dear. Don't be silly at all. After all, you are being predictably rash, refusing us like this.
I can't
Head
stand
rolls
it
off.
anymore. I can't stand it.
Why can't you stand?
The rudeness of this. How you have been speaking to us for how long, and I do not know your names. Is that how you treat all new friends?
What is the hatter with you? Unless, maybe it's a game that they're playing. Maybe we have to give them names or guess their names.
But as hosts, should we not know your names?
You're right. You still haven't introduced yourself, though.
He'll look at Winray and he'll say, "But he already knows our names."
How do I not know legends?
I think I know your name as well.
That's
What's my first name then? Just looking, he looks pleased as punch, like you're not gonna guess it.
He kind of like your first name.
I.
There's the cat.
Not gonna go with March, am I?
You guessed it. I mean, that's what my friends call me, so I guess we're friends now. He offers a big furry rabbit paw as a handshake.
Shake his hand.
All right then.
And
First name for first name, March. You can call me Win.
I suppose
Looking at you all very, very critically.
I suppose you all can call me Alice if you like.
But why?
What if I don't like?
Alice is your name.
How should I put this? I am not part of this place. Like Alice, I came here from someplace else.
But yes, in what way does that not make you Alice? That makes you more incontrovertibly Alice than if you were, in fact, from this place and were called Alice.
I suppose from a
Hey, you
certain
know.
perspective, yes, I would be Alice.
But come, yes, you must have tea before we send you on your way home. Yes, yes.
The green tea with milk and sugar, sir. He puts it in front of you.
It tastes absolutely vile, for the record, because green tea with milk and sugar would taste absolutely vile.
Go.
He looks like he's enjoying the hell out of it. You may call me Alec.
Like, as in smart.
This is a wonderful, wonderful cup of tea.
I can't tell if I love you so much I'd gut you.
He got you so much he loved you, but that's neither here nor there.
But then
Eric
he-
would introduce himself.
Yep, there.
But, okay, for the record, you guys will notice that the hunter said he must give you some tea before he sends you on your way home.
Exactly. So we get some. I'm gonna sit down for some tea.
Okay?
The statement
Potter.
was not lost on Alec.
When you say home, where do you mean you send us? Back where we came from?
Up, 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 beyond the broken clocks, up, 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 to climb, 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 until you're out of the tree again.
I don't know we're ready to go there yet, Hatter.
You'll see his face and the rabbit's face immediately fall to looking incredibly sad. Because I'm not sure where the Cheshire Cat is, but if the Cheshire Cat is visible, the grin will disappear.
No, no sign of the cat. Although the headless cat is still sitting there on Yuki's lap, but the head seems to have rolled off and vanished somewhere.
My traveling companions, they're looking for someone, a friend. They seem to have become trapped here and asked for help.
But that means that in order to go forward, you need to go backward. In order to go there, you'd need to go here. And in order to leave, you'd need to go... He points up at the door that is the shape of a heart at the top of the red stairs, and he will visibly shudder.
There's a loud
not
popping
there.
sound. Loud popping sound, and the cat is gone from her lap.
Sorry, what were you saying, Caleb?
Said no, not there. No.
No, we simply cannot allow this. So drink up your tea and we'll send you on home.
I would very much love to stay for tea, but I cannot go home yet.
Well, says the cat again, this time just appearing as a smile in the air. As to the question of whether or not we can permit you to go forward, I'm afraid the answer must be incontrovertibly, irrevocably, absolutely, positively, completely, and utterly not. Poof, cat face gone again.
What's so dangerous past there?
That's the throne room of Her Majesty, the Queen, where she sits upon a throne upon which the Jabberwocky lies. Oh no, that's not a place you'd want to go. No, not at all. No.
But is that not what Alice would do?
He will pour tea, and you physically see his hands shaking incredibly violently, almost as if he had Parkinson's, would be the equivalent I would give you. And he was like, yes, but unfortunately, it wouldn't be the first Alice to incontrovertibly walk up those stairs thinking that there would have been other ways, another factoid's been your destiny to do so. Unfortunately, all of them never came down again. We're loath to say goodbye to friends. We don't want to say goodbye to another friend.
Did those other Alices have friends with them? Traveling companions?
There was the first one. She had that strange rabbit fellow. Whatever happened to him?
I have no idea.
Looked at the March Hare. Any idea what happened to your cousin?
Oh, I see. Because I'm a hare means we all know each other.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
You
Yes,
keep assuming I know what happened to this man called Simba. I've never met him.
Well, also you are correct. I think he's late. As in, permanently late.
He did keep complaining about it being a very important date. Poor.
He went so far as to say he had no time to say hello and goodbye.
No. Shame, really.
To clarify, you said there was a Jabberwock in there, or the Jabberwock, I should say.
No, my friend. We did not say there was a Jabberwock. We said the Jabberwocky. It is right. Jabberwocks are tiny little... No problem. A Jabberwocky. No.
It's all grown up.
And by chance, I take it no one knows where the Vorpal blade would be.
Well, now that you come to mention it, no idea whatsoever.
That's unfortunate.
You can roll me perception empathy on him if you'd like.
Yuki will draw her sword. I take it this wouldn't do then?
It's not the Vorpal blade. Oh, no.
The Vorpal blade, the blade that goes snicker snack.
Speaking of which, he puts out some tiny sandwiches. Everything's better with tiny sandwiches.
Indeed.
Indeed it is.
Are these cucumber?
Well, of course.
That's all I ask. He will take a tiny sandwich.
I got 2 successes on the perception empathy.
Okay. Anyone else rolling?
I was actually going to try and, no, I can't put up another site. Crap. I guess I will also roll. Sorry. Div 6?
Div 6.
I don't know what's up with my rolls tonight, but I like it. That's 6 successes.
0 successes.
I was going to say, he rolled 3 successes on his attempt to lie. So if you get 3 or less successes, he's completely telling the truth for Kim. Oh, he's bullshitting. He knows exactly where that damn sword is.
Okay.
Where is everyone?
Beg your pardon?
Where is everyone?
I'm going to go get another drink, and I will let others bring you up to speed, because I need to get another drink.
We're having tea with the Mad Hatter, the Hare, and the Cheshire Cat. And
Sweet.
we're in a lovely castle-ish type place.
We are in somewhere hidden in a book in a forbidden library owned by Siren. Lost in this shenanigans.
Yeah, he was here for the last scene, so he knows that much.
Okay.
What is it? Queen of Hearts, we're guessing, is the theme of the of lust in this case. She's up the stairs through a heart-shaped door. These guys do not want to let us go up there because they said the last time an Alice went up there to die, well, they died. And yeah, there's also a Jabberwocky in there.
Ooh.
To which we are now currently
back with the
asking about.
Vorpal blade.
We're asking about the Vorpal blade now, and everyone except for Zach thinks that the Hare is telling the truth, or sorry, that the Hatter is telling the truth when they say they don't know where it is. Zach scored amazingly.
Meanwhile, Yuki is pondering if she can turn her blade into the Vorpal blade.
Does Zach tell anyone else through the telepathic link?
Well, I was hoping to get a bit of RP time and figure that out myself, but yeah, I guess I'll tell other people. Or do that on my own, but yeah, he'll send it through the link.
Popping AFK for a minute.
Ditto, I gotta change it in my suit.
And I'm back. So, right. So, yes, Kim, he is most definitely bullshitting. He knows exactly what a sword is. But he will say, no, so finish up your tea and we'll be sending you home.
Now, will one of you kindly hand a blanket to the Hatter? He appears to be shivering. Unless he's feeling so cold that the tea has gone cold, which would be faintly annoying.
Yuki will give her jacket to the Hatter.
The Hatter's actually very small in the sense of he's only about 5 foot even, and he's very thin, so your jacket will probably fit him. But he will say, "Oh, thank you. I feel as warm as a Bandersnatch who's about to go and do whatever it is Bandersnatch do."
Well, if the Vorpal blade simply cannot be found, I guess I will have to try and make this into the Vorpal blade.
Oh, you poor thing.
That would be very silly. Why don't you just listen to the Hatter, go home with your friends, and enjoy yourself? After all, death is just simply unenjoyable.
I most certainly am not lying.
I cannot.
Hi, Kim. Sorry, Kim. You will hear through the mental link as you say that, I most certainly am not lying.
Yes, you are.
And about what?
Rudeness. You dare accuse your host of lying to his face?
The rabbit.
Would you rather he turn around and I tell it to the back of him?
The rabbit will then produce a tiny rapier, or the hare would produce a tiny rapier. Because he has one of those in the books. Fun fact.
That's quite enough, bunny boy. You will see. The cat will simply reach over, tap the end of it, and suddenly there's a cork.
Do not deny me my vengeance, feline friend.
Please. There's no need for this to come to blows.
I know, that's what's so amazing about it, isn't it?
And it won't come to blows. Not one of us has a trumpet, or even a flute.
Well, I mean, not here. I mean...
All right. The Vorpal sword is, I may know where it is, but if I give it to you, then you will just be emboldened by having it, so that it will go snicker-snack and off will go the beastie's head, but it's never as simple as the stories say.
It seems to be that way, but I cannot ignore the pain and suffering of another, especially when they've requested help.
Oh my.
I'm afraid I have to go through that door, whether I have blade or not.
There's nothing that we can say, is there, that's going to make you change your mind?
I'm afraid not.
Wait. There's something that they can say to us that will make us give it to them. I'm not going to go through that door.
Yes. If you promise us that you will not go through the door, we'll give you the Vorpal sword. That makes entire amounts of sense.
And then you can go home with the Vorpal sword and tell everybody that you have it. And you can go and celebrate that.
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Yes, you can, Alice. Repeat after me. I am not going through that door. I'll go home if you give me the Vorpal sword. Say those words. It's really not difficult.
That would be a lie.
Not if you mean them.
Or... Yes, no, it would be a lie. Never mind. Yes, you're correct.
Winright gets this look on his face and he starts to ponder. And look around. And then over the telepathic link. What if one of us says it and actually doesn't go through the door? They're not lying.
Have you not already put A and B together? Wait, have we heard them? We've heard them in the telepathic link, haven't we, Evan?
Yes, once.
You heard them shout.
I did not.
We have already heard them in the telepathic link. They can hear us.
Oh, fair.
Indeed, we can.
Okay. Well then.
Christ almighty.
Only because you're thinking here. If you were thinking elsewhere, we couldn't hear you, but here is special. Here is tea time. Always tea time.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of us haven't already figured that out.
Congratulations on being the smartest fool who ever sat in that chair, and I'm including you up against Edmund Saint Fool, the man who gave his name to the profession you meant.
That man's a legend.
Better than Sir Chesterton.
What's that really weird background noise? That's like
Sounds like ghosts.
Kind of does.
That's that is Weston on the baby monitor in bed.
Okay.
The wailing of a banshee. Your child is actually a demon.
I want to go on record and say this should all be in character for our characters. We can hear your real life story. Yes.
Yes.
So what you're saying is they in fact possess Deadpool break the fourth wall powers.
Yes.
Don't we? I mean, don't we?
Kind of. Well, I don't know. I don't want to send you to your death with the vocal sword. It makes...
Perhaps if we could explain it a different way. As Miss Alice over there was saying, we're going to walk through that door regardless of what you do. If you take that if you assume that to be true, then if the Vorpal Blade could give us even a fraction of a better chance to survive, wouldn't that be worth something? We're going to go through whether you give it to us or not, but if you give it to us, there's a chance you won't lose more friends.
Of course, or as our friends, you could come with us and help us increase our chance of survival.
I have a better idea than both of those, says the cat. And suddenly, he just sort of vanishes and reappears sitting by the door and just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until he's roughly the size of a saber-toothed tiger and just curls up by the door. You get the distinct impression his logic is, if you can't get through the door because he's physically blocking it, you can't go through. You did say you would go through no matter what they did.
The Hatter stands up. How tall is Yuki on in feet?
In feet, let me check. I think she's 5 foot even, but
Oh, same as the Hatter then.
Yeah, she is 5 foot even.
All right, so they're actually the same height, which is interesting. He'll walk over and he'll say, "One way or another, you want to go through that door, don't you?"
Yes.
So meaning that even if we try to stop you, we're just delaying the inevitable. I think that we may be able to, but then again, I'm not exactly much of a fighter, and I don't particularly feel the need in order to, be verbose. The hare, on the other hand, probably does, but then again, it's his time of the year and all that. We just kind of...
like that. Oh, that's good.
He will take off his hat and he'll say, "Since you're Alice, and since you are Alice, well, fine."
Also, there is something important that we forgot to bring to your attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's her unbirthday today.
A very merry on birthday.
To who?
Well, now you have to stay for cake.
Do we have cake? We should get cake.
We should.
But he will look at Alice and he'll look at her very deeply and he'll say, "Very well then. I can't stop you. I don't want to. And maybe if you're right, maybe this will all end and we can go back to nice days. Days that aren't filled with tears. Maybe at last I can futter wagon again."
I would very much like that to happen.
Do you reach into the hat?
She does.
You will withdraw this.
Snickety snack wins the Vorpal Blade.
On a side note, I would like to point out that this is Disney's impression of what the Vorpal Blade looks like from the movies. It looks badass when you actually look at it. I just love that design. I really do.
Why do I have the feeling this thing is blinding me with Prime?
Because it is. Okay, let me phrase it like this. In Mage, the thing that gives mages their power, sans the avatar, is belief in a concept that is true. Essentially, you can believe as a mage that up will become down, and if you believe strongly enough and have the correct spheres, up will become down. What happens when you find the physical item, an item of a physical manifestation that is literally the personification of something great? That people believe to do wondrous things. So to answer your question, Solon, if it's blinding you with Prime, no, it's not. It has a Prime signature, but you sense it's not. It is incredibly powerful, but the reason it's not blinding you is because it doesn't need to.
That's scarier.
Yes.
Yuki she'll take the sword. She'll step back and kind of get a feel for its weight, and
it weighs practically nothing.
Huh. This is truly a wondrous sword.
Oh yes, of that I'm well aware. For it will go snicker snack, but that's neither here nor there. But perhaps Alice can free us from the Jabberwock, can free us from the bloody Red Queen. Maybe it can once again be tea time in happier times.
It will be. I promise.
In that case, go, Alice. You great furry lump, get out of the way.
One moment. The cat slowly gets to its feet. And, like, still the size of an enormous fucking tiger, prowls down the stairs. When it gets to Jewel, its head is about the same height as hers. And it says to her, "Tell me, Alice dear, do you know how to kill the Jabberwock?"
Honestly, no.
You'll see again that enormous smile come back. Very good. No one knows how to do it. Otherwise, it would already be dead. Good luck discovering the answer. And then there's a pop, and it's gone.
The Hatter will take his seat at the head of the tea party, and he'll look very sad as you all walk away as the hair refills his teacup.
Might I freshen your cup, sir?
No. You go on, lad. I'll be here when you get back. If you get back.
I'm like a bad penny.
Alec is slow to get up and follow the group.
And
Bye.
here we go.
All right.
And as Winrate gets up, he's going to leave a small coin, just like a small denomination pence coin on the table.
Alec will turn around. Will turn around before he catches up with the crew. I do thank you for your hospitality. Your tea was wonderful. I hope you have a nice day.
Well, we'll see. It is, after all, the fractious day.
Eric's actually going to. I don't know what it is about the Hatter in this case, but Eric feels compelled to basically go over it because he looks so sad. I assume that's not. He does look incredibly sad, right?
Oh yeah, he looks incredibly sad. Like basically, from his perspective, he likes you all, and you're all going off to die.
Eric's going to give him a hug.
Oh.
Heather, when you get to the top of the stairs, can you just let me know? Is she still in the hangout? Have I muted myself?
Heather, I think, had to step away to feed her child.
Did she fit? To feed the diminutive. Right here.
Yes.
Okay. Basically, when you all get to the top of the stairs, believe it or not, the cat has parting words for you all. You will all just see a smile and two eyes floating in front of you. As he simply says, "'Twas brillig and the slithy toads did guy and gambol in the wide. Old Mimsy were the burragos, and the mummy that's with guide." And then the eyes vanish, and after a soft chuckle, so too does the mouth.
Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jubjub bird, and shun the fruitless Bandersnatch.
Shun nothing. I'm gonna try and get one in a Pokeball.
She took her.
We talked about this. You need Spirit 4 to do it.
Ain't gonna stop me from trying.
Nice.
I think they did do a Pokemon based on the Jabberwock, now I think about it. Can't remember what it's called, but I think they did one.
Oh, I think you're right, actually. Hold on.
We unfortunately have to wait for Heather in that case.
Journal entry. Today I saw a knight of Radamanthus wielding the Vorpal blade.
Dear diary, life makes no sense. Take this motherfucking avatar away from me, please.
I'm back.
This makes more sense than anything.
What was that? Sorry.
This makes more sense than anything. This makes way more sense than the other world.
All right, so boys and girls, you are able to make your way towards the large red door. Do you open it?
Yes, Yuki will open it.
All right. You stand in a huge throne room that is surrounded on every side by mirrors to reflect the light in upon a central point. The central point is a throne made entirely made entirely to resemble a heart, as in a love heart, and seated in the throne is this individual.
Ooh, sexy.
That's the idea.
I would like you to all please make me stamina rolls.
Diff?
Difficulty
8.
8.
Straight up stamina?
Straight up stamina.
Failure.
I don't know what I did, so...
Oh, no. It's pound symbol, number of dice, D10.
Okay. I missed the something, so I used that no problem.
Oh, no.
Mine at 56. I was like, oh my god.
Ouch.
Great.
Ooh.
Oh wow, 3 successes.
Okay.
Oh, wait a second. Does my wound penalties count on this roll?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Then I'm in a significantly better position then.
I botched.
Oh, Jesus!
She botched and I failed.
Oh, no! This gets so much better because I get to tell you what the effect is.
Oh, that's great.
Yes! Thank you, God! You made the priest botch! Thank you, God!
And this, dear viewers, is what happens when you encounter the Mad ST.
Hi guys. Okay, so who failed?
That would be me.
Okay, this is not a mental effect, which is why it bounces off your mind shield, which is why it doesn't bounce off your mind shield. This is this is the fact that they are controlling your brain chemistry. As your body is flooded with certain hormones, shall we say.
Boy.
You
Oh, no.
utter bastard!
Oh no. Oh
Well
no.
then, lady.
Lizard brain time.
Utter bastard!
Priapism.
Eric,
Hello.
Eric, you have never been so aroused in your life. Kim. Oh, Kim! Why did you want?
I believe the words needs to jump something immediately come to mind.
Yes, Kim, I would advance on her with a predatory look in your eye if I were you.
But Zach doesn't like chicks.
It doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter if she was a man. It wouldn't matter if she was a woman. Your brain chemistry is telling you you desire.
Somebody knock this dude out, will you?
You are fundamentally feeling utter, like, formless lust. You would fuck a couch cushion if it was if you could get hold of it for long enough.
And it is now I realize I'm very happy I don't have a sex drive because I never want to know what it feels like to want to fuck a couch cushion.
Okay, I'm not going to be that dick GM. I'm not going to make players roleplay something they're uncomfortable with. If you don't want to take the result, Kim, that's fine. You may instead opt to be knocked unconscious.
Nah, I got this shit.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
And it's an offer I'll make to anyone because it is. I don't want to basically make you play your characters in a way you don't want to, and I think that it's fair that I give you an out, particularly when it's something that can be to do with sexual things that some people might find, they might be uncomfortable with.
I don't think there's a single person here who wants to see a horny, old virtual adept. But
Oh no, there's a lot of people here who want to see that. I want to see that. I think it's going to be funny.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of. I have a very specific fetish.
Unfortunately for me, I can actually. I have no objections to playing this. So.
So Kim, are you good?
Yeah.
All right then. Role play accordingly. You are hit with the effect as you enter through the door.
Zounds!
May I just add one thing, Evan, for the sake of joy and jollity?
Oh yeah, sure.
Just as the doors close, a long plank of wood will slide through. Carved onto it are the words, just in case.
Excellent. She will smile.
Pick up the piece of wood.
She will smile and open her arms. Welcome to my domain. You may call me the Queen of Hearts if you like. For the record, this is an illusion more so than anything else, and it's an incredibly powerful illusion. So yes, it will break through it will break through mind shields. However, it has no real effect on you. It is basically, she appears similar to each of you. However, her body appears different in order to basically manifest what you would find attractive. So if you find curves attractive, she possesses them. If you find, certain physical attributes attractive, she possesses them.
If you want pink skin and lobster claws, no, I'm just kidding.
Don't judge me.
That applies to everyone.
He does in fact look like a demoness of Slanesh.
Hilarious.
Now then, I'm led to understand you killed my sister and you killed my brother. And now you've come into my house for me. But why would you want to kill me? Hey, Eric. Hey, definitely. Hey, Kim. Why would you want to kill them? She's so pretty. Pretty.
I have one word being played on a loop by my cranial CPU. Abstinence. Abstinence. And I'm going, what does that mean again? Why did I set this to keep playing?
Yeah. Yeah, since Zach bought, she's just making like a straight beeline towards the chick.
Oh my.
Hey, Evan.
Yes.
Evan. I've got a Facebook message coming into you in a second. It's kind of important.
Can you not phrase it that way again, especially right now?
Oh God.
Oh wow.
That was actually pretty awesome, Kim.
And then we hear Evan's Facebook notification sound is very different. Is there a way, like, I don't know if you can knock people out with mind magic?
You can.
You can.
And we do have the board, just in case.
Once again, I will point out, because I've said this, the effect that is on them is not a mind effect. It is entirely hormonal. You are not under the effect of anything. Sorry, Ian asked me a question. You are not under the effect of anything that is affecting your mind. You are under the effects of something that is affecting your physiology.
And yes, Heather, to emphasize your point, that is precisely why the cat slid the board through for you, just in case one of you had this problem.
I mean, we also have weapons and like swords and shit have hilts, and I'm pretty sure you hit anybody on the head hard enough with that, they're just gonna fall down.
Cat prefers the board.
You're really not understanding this, Ian. It's not a matter. You could make something look disgusting if you wanted. This is not a matter of them finding her necessarily attractive. This is a matter of their brain chemistry telling them they desire, and thus they do. It doesn't matter what they're seeing. You know, it's a basic human impulse that's basically just been magnified to the nines. I'm pretty sure in order to get relief, they'd hump a pillar.
Yeah, to go back to the example I gave a moment ago, if you were presented with a couch pillow and had that level of brain chemistry, you would feel a desperate urge to go at that couch pillow because it's the only thing within range you can go at.
So there's kind of a Eric is not his usual self and does not have the
loud child crying. Continue.
Eric does not have the mental acuity right now to actually orchestrate anything to save anyone. He's currently like standing there just going, what am I doing? Wait, why did I come in here? Wait, what? Should I be walking over there? That sounds like a good idea.
If anyone possesses both life and prime, they may attempt to counter the effect.
I do not have prime. I really should get it at some point.
Kim does.
I don't have life.
I thought you had life 1.
No, I don't have any life. I have literally everything but life.
Oh wow, you really went hardcore away from your previous characters, didn't you?
Yes, because my previous characters were all like, so I'm gonna come in with like life 3, life 4, you know how it is. But no, also, for the love of God, somebody knock this bitch out because he's just still steadily walking as y'all are just talking.
I think we've been more like OOC-ly discussing what our characters would do in that brief instant. Otherwise, we'd already gotten over there.
If it helps, she's walking towards Zach.
Oh, great.
What's written on the board again that I picked up?
It just reads, just in case.
Okay.
Rory's going to go look at the mirrors.
All of the mirrors seem to reflect inward on the woman as she's walking. And as a matter of fact, they seem to be focused on her. So they will actively change the perspective they're showing to always keep her in center vision.
Oh. Is there anything else in the room of interest or just the throne in the middle of a big room of mirrors?
You want to look up?
Yes.
Okay.
Evan, you said anyone with mind or with life and prime can counter the effect?
Yes.
Yeah. Does it matter what level?
No.
All right.
Because as we found out the other day, that's not how counterspelling works. It is the difficulty of the effect +1, which is going to be difficulty. It'll add the difficulty to 5, so that will be difficulty 8 to counter it.
Alrighty. And I can lower that down to 6.
You can lower that down to 5 in theory if you wanted to spend quintessence or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? I will lower that down to 5.
Why not burn a willpower while you're at it?
Oh yes.
Can you counterspell at any time or only when the spell was initially cast?
Only when the spell was initially cast.
Okay, with the willpower, that's 2 successes.
Oh, no, sorry. To answer that question, if it's a continuous effect, you can counter it whenever you encounter the effect. So, like, if the effect is, say, a ward, you can keep bopping down the ward. But if it's, say, a fireball, no, you only get one opportunity to dispel it before it releases its effect.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, how many successes did you get, Heather?
2.
All right. Hey, Zach, you, because you are the worst affected, may get a reroll on your stamina check.
Okay.
And it will be at difficulty 7. For the love of God, I have faith in you.
You know that's a lie.
You can do it.
All night long.
Nope.
Did you fail again?
Yep.
How badly?
It's just a fail.
Why didn't you spend the willpower?
'Cause I only have like,
Very few left.
yeah.
This is one of those situations where spending one might have been.
It does, however, mean you are not like as under the enrapture as a botch, if it helps. So you are no longer going to like rip your clothes off there and then. And to answer your question, when you look up, my dear Sam, you will see this. Clinging to the rafters, looking down at you.
Ooh.
Hello, Jebby.
Rory tries to clap, but he forgets that his hand, he's holding the board. Beware the Jabberwock, not the chosen, but toss the cat.
Hey, Porygon, I need you to save Padre.
Porygon.
Go stand in front of Padre and make very bright lights. Closes his eyes very tightly.
All right, then. Hey, guys. Porygon will fly in front of Padre. At which point, Porygon, because he is a spirit being, because I have to actually make up his sheet, will spend a number of Gnosis points in order to use Flash.
Oh my god.
And hilarity will happen.
Oh, yes, mirrors!
Oh god.
But everyone now,
the moment
please make me a difficulty 8 stamina check, so as not to be immediately blinded by a flashing. This will include the Jabberwock and Evil Bitch Queen, whose rolls are. Oh dear.
Yes!
yes.
Someone botched?
Yes!
Who botched?
No, I thought that was the queen botching.
Or the Jabberwock?
No, the Queen, however, does botch. I'm rolling on a different dice roller.
Oh my. What was the
I
diff?
will pick
7?
my victories where I get them.
It's difficulty 8, and she triple botched. Okay. Well.
Succeeded. 2 successes.
Same here.
Success. Aha!
Another failure.
God damn it, Kim! I love you. Why do you do this?
I'm just gonna sit in the corner.
Kim, okay, don't be like that. You were having some
Nah.
troubles earlier.
I know. Like, I'm just gonna sit in the corner because, like, my character's blinded and, like, fucking horny. I can't do much. Trolls are fucking me over. It's all good.
Oh,
Oh
man.
god. Horny, blind, and in a corner.
You will see the Queen will be struck backwards. She'll actually fall and she'll stumble onto her. She will stumble on the dais of her own throne as she hits the dirt. At which point, the being above you, the Jabberwock, proceeds to roar before dropping onto the ground in front of you.
It's blinded.
She is blinded. It is not.
Okay. But it's
Hey guys, does anyone have Prime Site active?
Yes,
Who does?
that would be Solon.
Solon, you know how you've seen the pages for each one of the you know how you've seen the pages for each one of the sins so far?
Yes.
The heart of the Jabberwocky looks suspiciously similar.
That information pierces through even my horniness.
Evan. Evan.
You could rub yourself against it.
I do have correspondence site up. Any words on it?
It's not boarded.
He will tell people through the mind link. It is not warded.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna go roll that initiative roll.
I was going to say, can I get initiative rolls from people?
How do you do initiative again? D10 plus
1d10
dex wits?
plus 1d10 plus dex wits. Yeah, the Jabberwock is going on a 12.
Oh, nice. Thank
Come
God
on,
I'm going
9.
before that.
Yuki is also going on a 12.
I'm going on a 16.
Jabberwock has initiative 4. If you want to compare that to Yuki, I don't know what her dexterity is.
3.
Oh, by the way, Kim, my apologies. You may be blind. Do you have correspondence site up?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're blind then.
Okay.
At all. And as soon as the queen is knocked on her ass, you are able to control your nether parts.
Same for me?
Yes, same for you.
Thank God.
You guessed it was something in her eyes that was doing it, and that's why she was able to be seen from every corner of the room. Holy crap, Zach is in a hell of a hurry.
Damn.
I got a 10 and wits 5, dex 3, shit like that. So
Nice.
All right, so do we have our initiative order?
Yeah, be Zach, win rate. I forget Ian's character's name.
Alec.
Alec. So here, let me just put it. What's the queen going on?
She's not. She's out of the initiative. They don't act. The sins themselves very rarely actually physically fight. They tend to have minions.
Okay, so just give me a second, guys, and I'll just type it.
Oh boy.
Watch out for the Jabberwocky.
I almost like that better.
Okay, there you go.
All right, cool. In that case, Kim, you're up first.
is it still on the roof?
No, it jumped down onto the floor of the throne room.
I'm going to stab the fuck out of the bitch.
Okay.
First of all, I have correspondence in Prime up. Is there anything that you need to tell me, like some words?
It's not worded. Entropy site, however, can tell something.
One side I don't have up.
I know someone does. I just can't remember who it is. Oh, Winray, you have entropy site up, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you can read its fate. This being can only be hurt by that sword.
And what the fuck the rest of us are here for?
I don't know.
Distraction.
I have an idea.
Yep.
It's a brilliant
That will
idea.
be- Only the sword can hurt it. I will relay that information.
Oh,
Distract the fuck out of it.
Buff the tank.
I'll hold my action then.
Okay, cool. Who's next?
Win rate.
Winright, you're up.
Okay. So, seeing what I see on the Jabberwock and knowing what I know, I'm gonna run a little code for Jewel. Entropy 2 to alter probability to make it easier for her to smite the thing.
Smite it, oh mighty smiter.
All right.
One into effect. So, or both into effect since it's going to be an instant. So,
Right, Jewel, your next attempt to hit it will be at -2 diff.
Alrighty.
that's it.
Okay, next in the initiative.
Does that stack, by the way?
With what?
So if I did the same to her, would that?
You could only give him maximum -3.
Yes.
Or is it no? Or is it down to a 3 diff? I can't remember.
It's a maximum of -3. But because most attack rolls are made at difficulty 6, it means that it would go to a 3 in general.
All right, this worked. This worked the last time. Let's see if I can add some confusion into this. So I am casting a illusion onto the sword wielder, affecting the Jabberwocky, to make her look like.
You'll be casting an illusion onto the Jabberwocky as he perceives the sword wielder. Sorry, that's important.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. To make her appear as the Queen of Hearts.
That's fine. That will be. I have to get the Jabberwocky's willpower. It's got willpower 9, so that would be difficulty 12, which you would have to mitigate down.
Okay, I am spending willpower. I am using my book of many things. I am spending hell. I'll do it. I'll spend both of my quintessence to lower it by 2.
You can only lower it by a maximum of 3, which means it'll be difficulty 9.
Okay, and I'm spending the willpower.
Cool.
Oh, come on. Did we good? Well, it's 1 success.
That you may continue casting next round, but that is not enough to kick off the effect.
Okay.
You require a basic number of the successes equal to the errata in question, so in that case you would need 3 successes in order to kick off the effect.
Okay.
Who's next in the initiative?
Me.
All right, what you doing?
So does the Jabberwocky look like it has, other than eyes, sensory organs?
It's got a nose.
Excellent. I have been saving this for a special moment, and I think that moment is now.
Is it lore 5, James Joyce? If not, I'm sad.
It's not, sadly.
Cornelius would be proud. So how did you beat the Jabberwocky? James Joyce. Ah.
Well, he is excellent for all things.
I miss Cornelius.
Cornelius is still here. He's probably having tea.
He is downstairs having tea, being very disinterested in your entire mortal struggle.
Yes. All right. So Rory reaches into his he reaches to the belt of his kilt, and which he wears entirely as an affectation, and he takes off a small little bag, and then he hurls it at the Jabberwock,
Okay.
aiming right for its eyes.
What is it?
So if you'll go to my sheet and thread, it is a combination of dried ghost peppers, pure capsaicin, extra fine sand, extra fine salt, and metal shavings.
Wonderful.
Actually, no metal shavings.
I'm gonna have.
I'm not going to hurt it,
Obviously,
but it will irritate it.
Its head is too big for it to hit both sides of its head. But you may hit. Which eye would you like to go for? It's left or it's right eye?
Whichever one looks more available to me.
Okay, we'll make it the left eye. It will smash into his left eye. It will rear back in pain. It will take a -1. It will take a +1 difficulty to hit on its return of combat. Because its vision is somewhat blurry, and it's really pissed.
Glitter bomb.
Okay, who's next?
Jabberwocky, I think.
Just Jabberwocky's turn.
Okay.
Yep.
It will rear back its head, flicking its head around, kind of, in a very kind of a go fuck yourself kind of way. At which point it will leer forward again, and fire will burst from its nose and mouth. I would like the following people to make me Dex Athletics rolls to not be lit on fire. I would like Alec. I would like Rory, and I would like Jewel to please make me Dex Athletics rolls. You will need to hit a threshold of 3 successes.
Alrighty.
Alec, do remember your wound penalties. I believe you have some of them.
Yes, that's why I'm only rolling 1d10.
Oh, well, sad panda.
Didn't I heal most of your wounds?
You healed none of them.
I'm pretty sure I healed.
No, you failed. You failed when you tried to heal him.
Oh, that's right. You were the one I failed on. Sorry about that. I tried 3 times, and I failed all 3 of them.
As I said, the reason I chose who he chose was 2 of them have taken actions against him, and one of them has the sword that's going to kill him.
That makes complete sense to me.
Yep.
Damn, I think they're all on fire.
Nope. 6 successes.
Rory is most assuredly not on fire. Okay. By the way, Jewel, are you still carrying damage or are you not?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Jewel, you will take... You got 1 success. Alex, did you get any successes? Success.
I failed.
Oh. Well. Jewel, you will take... Sorry, you've got 1 success. Jewel, you will take 2 levels of aggravated damage. Sorry, old Alec, you'll take 3.
And that drops Alec to incap.
I believe if it's ag, it drops you to dead.
Nope. I had 4 before. I had and +3. That brings me down to exactly incapacitated.
No, but if you drop to incapacitated with ag, it does kill you.
Does it? Is that?
Yeah, we've had lengthy conversations about it before.
If it's lethal, it drops you to. If it's lethal, it drops you to in.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think you're right.
Evan, as far as I understand it, if it is, you are incapacitated when you hit 7 levels of ag, but any further damage beyond that, unless you're a vampire, will kill you.
Can somebody drag that up in the book because it is somewhat important?
Yeah. Give me. I have the book open. I just need to switch to another window.
No worries. It is important that we know these things because I was always under the impression that when you drop to 7, when you drop to incap on aggravated damage, it was instant. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. If I'm wrong, by all means, go potato.
Yeah, it's important because I live or die based off this.
Okay, health and injury, bashing damage.
What page?
I am on page 4 of 7.
Cool.
Okay, here we go. Aggravated damage cannot be soaked by most physical beings. Normal flesh cannot. Marked with an asterisk, it deteriorates like lethal damage. It takes a long time to heal, must be stabilized if the injured character plans to survive a major injury. Okay. That's what it says.
If he takes any more damage per the chart on 406.
And he needs to be stabilized, I think.
He needs to be stabilized right away, or in the next round he's going to die.
Not
Yeah.
to mention he's probably on fire. So yeah.
Yeah, Evan. According to the health, looking at the health chart, the list images are bruised, hurt, injured, wounded, mauled, crippled, incapacitated, and then dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, any further damage will take him from incapacitated directly into dead.
Oh, okay. No, here it is explicitly. Almost explicitly. This is 407 lethal damage. If and when lethal damage drops a character below incapacitated, she should start picking out a harp or a pitchfork. She's done.
Okay, so is
lethal.
yes. All right, so we will work it with the premise of it is below, which will mean that they will.
We all heard the didn't we?
Yes.
Right. So I'm not going mad. Excellent.
Evan, did you say take 1 or 2 aggravated damage for me?
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm still alive for the moment, at least.
Yep.
Yes, however, it will be complicated because, as has been pointed out, you are very much on fire.
Yeah.
And
at the end of this round, you will take more damage unless you are extinguished.
Yeah.
There is 2 people between the Jabberwocky and the end of the round, though.
Yes, so that these people have something to bear in mind. They also may, Jewel may be able to get herself, unlit, but also you might want to, deal with the giant monster before he has an opportunity to do that again. So it is up to players what the 2 players between here and then wish to do. So Jewel, it is currently your initiative round. I'm going to assume you're going to spend your initiative round not being on fire anymore.
Yep. Stop, drop, and roll.
That is wise. Eric, what have you got with all that junk inside your trunk? Hey, Eric. Hey, Eric.
If anyone wants to hit him, I'll sign an affidavit swearing you were provoked.
Go fuck yourself that way. No, Solon, what do you want to do, dude?
Crap. Shit. I only have life 1, so there's no way in hell I can heal damage. I have medicine 1. I'm assuming that's not enough to... Is that enough to stabilize? Can I stabilize and put fire out at the same time?
No, you'd have to do one or the other. Because you can't physically stabilize. This is why I say it was an issue. Because you would have to physically put the fire out or stabilize. So realistically, it was a complicated maneuver from the start. The only thing that could have saved him, in theory, was giving him more health, but I didn't think anyone here, with the exception of Sam, who just left, had the spheres.
Shit. I'm thinking. I'm sorry, Ian. I'm thinking.
What spheres do you have?
Data 3. I got Data 3, Mind 3, Prime 2, and Life 1. That's out of order. I'm sorry, but yeah. I also have my Wonder, which grants me a Data 4 effect. Not going to help much here, and Mind 4 not going to help me much here.
What were your spheres again? It was Prime 3.
No, Prime 2, Data 3. I could reinforce him against further damage. That might help him survive, but that's not going to heal him. That's not going to give him medical attention if I do that. That just prevents the fire from killing him. You're right. I can't solve both at once.
Oh, all right. Do any of you have time?
I actually do. And in fact, I have a time effect active.
I
have 2 extra actions. I have time 3.
That might be enough, hypothetically, for you to create a bubble of slow time around him.
I haven't used a spell yet, so I can use.
You have to. Okay. But no, that's not how that works. You have to use a spell on your main action, not on the secondary action.
Couldn't I have used one of my secondary actions first to throw?
No, because they go at the end of the initiative.
However, that means we do have two extra actions on his part that can't be magical. One on mine that could be if it mattered. So I can go over and do something, and then Rory can go over and do something. And if we're lucky, between
in theory, yes. Yes, I mean, Rory, do you possess medicine?
I actually do.
So do
In
Believe
I.
that
it or
case-
not.
In that case, one of you could put out the fire, and one of you could make a desperate attempt to stabilize, because it's going to be very, very, very difficult. Because burns,
Beer,
yo.
What is the most effective and ballsy way to smother a fire?
The most effective way. Are you asking seriously?
Yes.
The most effective way is to completely you put a heavy blanket on them.
Yeah, try and
And if you don't have a blanket and all you have is yourself in a giant jacket.
Yeah, giant jacket.
Yeah,
the giant jacket.
Yeah, jacket, and then basically beat the
You
flames.
cut up oxygen basically to the flames,
Okay, I'm going to try and do that.
unless it's a chemical fire, but it's.
In which case, best.
In which case, I'm going. Yeah, let's not make this more complicated.
If it's a chemical fire, we're screwed anyway. So there's
If
nothing.
the
to do
chemical fire, start praying.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
prayer
So
might be the only option at that point.
do I need to roll anything, or is it just assumed I'm putting out fire?
I would say maybe like Evan's ultimately running the scene, but I would suggest maybe like a diff 3 dex athletics, just so you can like catch all the bits of fire. I don't know.
That's possible. Let me see.
Achieve maximum coverage.
Yeah, I actually do have a little athletics. I can do something.
All right. Sorry, I had to answer a thing. Okay, so if you want to put out the fire, in that case, please make me a. Trying to think. What would it be?
Evan, you've just missed the conversation. I was just saying maybe like a dex 3 or 4 dex athletics roll to achieve maximum coverage with the.
Yes, make me a dex athletics roll to cover the affected area quickly and promptly.
What was the diff?
Standard diff.
Well, I burned a willpower, so that's, let's see. 1 success. Ugh.
Unfortunately, Jim is still on fire, Jim.
Crap, Rory, help.
Someone piss on him. At this point, anything
The thought had crossed my mind.
Would it make any difference if I used my own body to help try and smother it?
Not really.
Damn it.
Basically, your coat was actually the best idea. However, I used the logic that you would need successes equal to what the fire got when it was ignited.
Which was
So 3. So you've taken it down by 1 success.
Okay. I'm going to. I have 2 actions to fix this.
One should probably be to put fire out.
Okay, I will put the fire out. It's Dex what?
Dex athletics.
Burn a willpower, for God's sake.
The willpower I need, because I can spend 1 willpower turn.
Oh, good point.
And
you might need it for the medicine.
Yeah. Diff 3, right?
Diff 6.
Diff 6?
Standard diff, yeah.
Well, I have 8 successes.
You put the fire out. That wasn't really much of a problem.
I guess the specialty doesn't necessarily apply, but yes. And then
now you have to do the complicated bit, which is stabilizing him. Now, let me give a hang on. I actually have to think about this for a few moments, because what is your skill in medicine?
I'm pretty sure it's a 1.
Oh, balderdash.
It was the same here, so that wouldn't have made a difference if we switched it.
That does mean he knows basic first aid.
It does, however.
I just want to point out that I just went through emergency first aid yesterday. Call 911 and don't even touch him. That would be pretty much the.
No, he took
your basic first
Rory
aid
took a
is
paramedic
2
course.
hours.
Hang on, guys, people. We're shutting up now. Thank you. The thing I have to work out is they are not trained medical professionals. They don't actually have any gear to do anything. In the sense of, yes, on his next round, Rory can snap his fingers and make you better with magic. However, ultimately they have to. But basically, I have to assign a difficulty for this medical check, which is practically a Hail Mary Eureka moment. because they don't have the ability to stabilize you with just their bare hands. So I have to let you do it because the book says I do, but I also have to assign a difficulty. So I'm trying to contemplate what is a fair compromise thereof.
I have certain things that could help.
All right, impress me.
I have alcohol, I have fine Irish whiskey, and I have drugs.
Okay. I will lower the difficulty by 1 because the fine Irish whiskey amuses me.
And cocaine. What about cocaine?
Yeah, that would kill him.
Yes, if he ingested it.
All right. Realistically, he is going to go into shock, which is probably what's going to kill him. So I'm going to ask you, and I know this is going to sound really harsh, and I apologize, but it's the only fair way I can rationalize it in my head. You're going to have to make me an intelligence medicine check with a threshold of 3 successes to equal the amount of damage he took from the fire at difficulty 9.
Even Ian's cringing.
Yeah, wait, he's got medicine 1 and you're asking him to roll intelligence too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's Rory's intelligence again?
Take a wild guess what it is.
1?
No, it's 2.
Oh, okay.
He occasionally has good ideas.
Okay. Once again, I'm sorry if that might seem like a very steep slope, but that's how I have to rationalize it because it is somewhat doing the impossible.
I will point out that I had 3 dice to roll on that stamina check earlier, which is the same amount that he has, and I got a 10, a 9, and a 9.
That's nice.
And he's burning a willpower, supposedly, so...
You can just see Cornelius looking up the ceiling going, I mildly believe in you. This is delicious tea.
-1 to the difficulty. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. I'm going to try... I'm going to be descriptive here, and if it's good enough, please give me an additional -1.
I love how he's now begging.
There's no way I can Google emergency fire techniques.
All my fellow hermetic PCs have are dying. Okay, I understand. Joffrey's it's like trauma. Seriously, it's like everyone you like just keeps dying.
And it just keeps going.
I hate to be that guy, but this is what happens when you walk into a scene that may involve combat with 4 ag on you.
That is fair. Okay. All right.
Austin, if else, I wish you had Erate 4-2.
Yes. Rory rushes to his the side of his tradition mate and gently lowers him to or catches him as he's falling to the ground. He whips off his kilt because that is the largest flat piece of cloth he can think of, and tightly swaddles the burn area. He checks the pupils and feels for a pulse. Not satisfied that it's strong enough, he puts he mutters a silent, actually a not so silent prayer, and administers a small amount of cocaine and whiskey. Okay. He let me just think back to my own training. I actually did know how to do this at one point. Do not move the person. Just Google that. Are you sure? Oh, do not give anything to eat or drink. Never mind that.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound really hard-hearted, but it is getting late over here. So
okay, fine. prevents him from moving, covers him with a kilt. Rory is around in his underwear right now. And, yeah, okay, fuck it, that's it. Let's just roll. Is there anything else that could potentially be useful here?
You know what? Because you went through all the effort, I will give you an additional -1.
Huzzah, did 8. There is a chance then. A small chance. Two successes.
Is that with the willpower?
Yes, so no.
Unfortunately not, no.
All right, I got ideas for a backup character. Oh well, shit happens.
Sorry about that, Ian. It was just the luck of the dice.
We tried.
Live, damn you, live!
Am I allowed to do something in my a dying breath?
You can do a death stroke, yes.
Awesome. Everybody in the party looks like the queen. Confuse the motherfucker to death.
Well, in theory, you say you want a death stroke, and I say what happens. But,
okay.
All right, you know what? Because it is a big-ass deal. Everyone in the party, hi guys, are we all here? Because this is important, and I don't have to say it multiple times.
Here.
Yo.
Kim, Heather, do you exist?
Kim exists.
Yes.
Kim, your name is now Tess. I see. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Tess. All of you, all of you in Alec's final moments will feel his spirit put its hand upon your shoulders. You will feel re-energized and rejuvenated. You will feel as though you have the power to conquer the monster. You will feel as though the improbable can be probable, and you will feel as though tomorrow the sun will rise again. All of your wound levels will be refreshed. All of your quintessence pools will be refilled. All of your willpower spent will be returned.
Wow.
Hot diggity damn.
And we move to the top of the initiative as, unfortunately, Alec moves on to the next life.
Bye-bye.
Does Solon still have? Oh, no, he went.
Nope, I used.
Oh, poor Ian.
Oh, sands. So, Zach.
Yeah, it's Zach first.
Zach, what do you want to do, dear? I don't know if Kim can talk or not.
I guess I'll just infuse the sword with forces. There's not much else you can really do.
Kim, you gonna hot shot the sword?
Yeah.
That's
Give me hot
sexy.
shot that sword.
That's sexy.
Four successes.
Oh, mother of okay.
Nice.
It will be difficulty 3 to hit. It will do 4 automatic levels of damage. Okay, continuing on. Who's next?
Win rate. So this thing likes area of effect attacks. I'm warping the space around me so that doesn't happen to me.
That is entirely fair.
And I'm going to use one of those fresh willpowers.
Okay.
So 1 for the scene, 2 into duration.
Okay, that will lower any fire damage it spits at you by 2 levels when it hits the warped space area. Who's next?
It went Zach.
Rory's next.
Rory's next because Ian. Yeah. Okay.
Your friend has died in your arms, Rory.
Yeah, I think Rory's just kind of sad. He looks at the Jabberwock. And looks at Heather. Not Heather, Jewel. And he just tosses a coin at her. I'm giving her extra speed if I can.
An extra action? Yeah, that's fine.
Willpower, 3 successes, including the willpower.
Okay, that will mean you put 1 into effect and 1 into duration. Jewel, you will have an extra action at the end of this initiative round, or at the end of the initiative round for the rest of the scene. So you'll be able to take 2 actions. All right. In that case, it is now the Jabberwock's turn, I believe.
Yes.
You will see him. You will see the Jabberwock look down at the broken body of Alec, and you'll hear it laugh. It's not a mindless creature. It knows what it did. Before it will reach down and it will Winray.
Yo.
Would you like to make me a Dex Athletics check as it attempts to grapple you?
Oh, this is funny.
It has 4 successes to grapple with you.
Well, it has 3 successes to grapple with me now.
Okay. Basically, what you guys will see is it reaches down and grabs Winray as he very, very nearly slips from its grasp, but it manages to get his t-shirt and drag him back in, or his shirt, and manages to drag him back in until it's in a bone-clenching grasp. As it picks him up and looks at him, completely ignoring the rest of you. And it says, "You think you can stop fire, little man?"
Yep.
All right, Jewel, it is your turn.
Jewel is going to hold off her attack for now. Evan, what's on the floor around here? Oh,
Nothing.
actually,
It's just...
wait. It's who's got the board that says just in case?
Rory.
Okay. What I would like to do is take the board and chuck it at the Jabberwock.
Okay.
You're going to get a mental nudge basically saying that won't do anything. That was to knock out any of us who got too horny.
Yeah. She knows.
You have an enchanted sword.
You literally have the only thing that can hurt the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throwing a stick at it is really weak.
That's wasting one of your actions, and we could all die.
You know what? I'm really sorry. When But yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I just hope I don't miss.
Ian's gone, but okay.
All right. In that
Okay.
case, please make me your attack roll at difficulty 3 because of all the hilarious effects people have stacked on you.
Yes. I have one question, Evan.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a short sword or just a sword?
It is a long sword,
It is a long sword. Okay.
so I believe it's damage plus 3
Yes.
because we don't have all that changeling bullshit where they give sword stats comparable to submachine guns.
Yes.
Where the swords are good.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Also known as bullshit science.
Okay.
Magic.
Magic. I beg your pardon?
Oh, kiddo came over, said something. I think he's helping.
Rolls nothing but ones, knows your child is bad luck, regrets life decisions.
Two successes, 3 of my specialty counts.
What's your specialty?
Swords.
Yes, it will count.
One would.
All right. Oh, up. And then let's see. There's 4 automatic damage on the damage roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Alrighty. So this is gonna be strength plus 3 plus 4. Alrighty.
I think
No,
the
no,
four
no.
are
The four automatic levels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I believe, well, I'll raise this after the scene, but I believe we've been actually reading Hotshot wrong.
I like this version.
Okay.
So yeah, so roll your damage and add 4 automatic successes to it.
Alrighty. 6 levels of damage.
You will pierce into the creature. Black blood will proceed to gout out from it as it screams in agony. It coincidentally drops Winray.
Fantastic.
Hi, Winray.
Scamper,
Well-
scamper, 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 scamper.
Well, no, it's more so you fell from about 25 feet in the air. Please make me a Dex Athletics check to stick the landing.
25 feet in the air?
Yeah, it's pretty thick. Doink. All right, you will take 3 levels of bashing damage, which you may soak. If it had been 30 feet in the air, you can't soak the bashing. After that, it goes to lethal. This is why Ian once jumped. Okay, I can't fully remember this. I may have to ask him for the details. Ian once jumped off a 10-story building thinking that his armor would save him from the
I
falling.
soaked 1, so I'm at 2 health levels.
Excellent. Scamper. Okay, so who's next in the initiative?
Alex, I believe.
Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric, you're up, dude. Do your thing.
Not much I can do directly to the Jabberwock, obviously, so if I can, I guess I'll just try and give Jewel a buff. Can I use Prime 2 to basically remotely put her in a sheath of Prime energy?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Sphere level 2. It's not going to be very obvious. Diff 3. Okay. And ooh. That would be 3 successes.
Hell.
So 1 for I'm guessing just 1 for duration, so it lasts for the rest of the scene, and 2 to effect.
Okay. You will have your sword will now do an additional 2 levels of aggravated damage. Damage.
Oh, I was trying to make it a protective barrier around her, not extra damage. But...
Oh, in that case, you will soak automatically 2 levels of damage.
Yay.
Damage. However, Jewel, you now have another action, and you have cleaved the Jabberwocky deeply, so much so that you can see its beating paper heart.
Grabbing the paper heart would be a bad idea.
Thrusting the sword into it, however.
Come on, Ahab, stab at thee.
Exactly. I am going to go stab the Jabberwock again and aim for the heart.
All right. Roll me your dexterity plus melee, difficulty 3.
Isn't it she because she's targeting? Sorry to make this more difficult, but it goes up. It's a targeted shot like that is be a 5 or like would be plus 2 or 3 difficulty.
It normally would be. However, with all of the different effects that are different types of effects that have been layered on that sword, it's still a difficulty 3, even if it was raised by a pejorative number. Because while it's true that an entropy effect can only lower it by plus 3, in theory, another forces effect can lower it by even more. Because they're different effects. Yeah.
Sweet.
So, from Hell's Hearth, I stab at thee.
Yes. From Hell's Hearth.
What book is that from?
The Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
Excellent. Thank you. I haven't read Moby Dick in years. Call me Ishmael. Anyway.
To the left, like, Hell's Hearth.
I have successes.
How many successes?
5.
Oh, nearly. All right, 4 will roll over.
Alrighty.
Automatic 4 levels of aggravated damage because that effect is still activated.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alrighty. Listen, give me my mouse back, please. Okay, that's fine. Take it. Okay, we are. Okay. Ooh, no successes, but I still have the 4 automatic levels.
I think that's only once.
No, it's not. It would be for the turn, and considering this is still part of the same turn.
That is
okay. Yeah, if the effect is for a single round, then it would be for this is included in the round action. All right. It makes no difference. Your blow still strikes the heart of the beast, which you see the Vorpal's sword glow with an eerie light as the heart itself is immolated. The Jabberwocky's eyes bulge wide in its head as you almost hear the sound snicker snack.
Ah!
The dragon's eyes flick from very wide to closed until it falls. As it falls upon the throne, crushing it beneath its immense weight. Shards of marble and wood fly everywhere, hither, thither, nither, and yon. And then you stand as all is silence, as you see Lust disappear, her body seemingly ripped away particle by particle, until nothing now stands to remain. And with that, boys and girls, I will call an end to the scene because I've been running for quite a while. The continuation will be in 2 days' time. Yes.
Yay.
Where you
Alrighty.
have to defeat Lord Sloth.
Ooh. What?
Oh. I'm doomed.
Where is the hotshot?
I'm going to just end the hangout. So thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin. And I leave Jewel on an interesting conundrum. Jewel, you will be given a choice.
Yes.
And it will be a choice that only you will know the answer to. Because the sword can talk.
Ooh.
It can if it wants to. It will very calmly tell you, and I would like you to not tell anyone outside this hangout until such time as you make your decision. It will say, you may either keep it and become its new master, the master of the Vorpal Sword, as Alice, or you may bring Alec back.
Oh, okay.
And with that, we will end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin.